Here we go, we're live.
Okay, sound should be good.
We're
Yeah,
good?
we're all good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
We're back.
Let me check. We are back. Welcome back to Flag on the Play.
Woo!
Oh, weird defense angle.
Yeah.
We're back after a 2-week break.
I was ill.
Oh,
I still am a little bit, but I'm getting there.
Oh, wait, he stepped out. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I just got thrown off.
That was brutal.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we're back with mock draft time.
Yeah, I created a mock draft kind of a couple of weeks ago in preparation. Had a look at it, remade it today.
Ooh.
Oh, I broke that tackle so well.
I think he gets that. Ah, dang
He
it.
does, yeah.
Oh, well. So yeah, we're going to go through the mock draft today. Have a look at who the top prospects are. That's mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah. Not getting away from me. Hi, Matt.
Hey. Sorry if I sound very nasal. I had a nosebleed start kind of 5 minutes before stream.
It's just not going well for you.
It's not. It's really not.
Edelman did retire. How are you feeling about that? I think the Patriots shouldn't worry too much. They're clearly kind of rebuilding their wide receiver core, but
yeah. Hall of Fame receiver? Your opinion?
It depends what you're judging Hall of Fame by. Like, if you're doing it by accomplishment, then he's been an integral part of the Patriots dynasty, so yes. But if you're looking...
For me, Hall of Fame is personal accomplishment.
I completely agree, and I would argue that he doesn't have the same sort of career standing that... wow, he was wide open. He doesn't
if you're putting Edelman in the Hall of Fame, for me, you then have to put in players like Donald Driver, Sterling Sharp, Jordy Nelson, who have had similar, if not better, production with a Hall of Fame QB.
Yeah, it's kind of it's difficult. I think Matt's kind of got it right that he's a legend. He will, and it's difficult. It's really difficult to honour kind of franchise legends because they might not go into the Hall of Fame for outstanding performance, and it's difficult to retire numbers because you've only got a specific set of numbers. Like you can't. You can't retire too many numbers, and I'd agree. I think Edelman. You could potentially put Edelman on there because he was kind of a late round draft pick or undrafted. Obviously, won Super Bowls with them. He hasn't just been a great receiver. He's obviously added his arm as well.
Perfect quarterback rating.
Yeah.
In his career.
He's only had one incompletion.
I didn't think he had any.
Yeah, he has one. Oh, I stepped completely the wrong direction. Oh well. It's fine, we can bring this back.
We can bring this back. Oh, this is all on me now to call the plays.
Yeah. Who else is going to be his number? It's not exactly a common number like 12. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what his number is now. 10? Oh, well done. What is his number? I've lost it now.
11?
11? Oh, what are your... Yeah, well done. There we go. Matt's got it. On the subject of numbers, what do we think of the new proposed rule change?
Rule change?
So they're planning on changing what numbers people... I'm wide open.
Sorry.
I was wide open. Whoa, no.
Sorry, I've been a bit out of the loop in the last couple of weeks. I've been focusing on other stuff.
So there are certain numbers that players can be.
Yes.
And the Chiefs have proposed a new set of rules. I think it simplifies it. I don't know if it does simplify it or whether it's just different numbers now. But it allows... It's either the same as or more similar to the college numbering system where wide receivers and running backs can be single-digit numbers as well.
Okay. Yes.
Ooh. I don't hate it.
That wasn't a throwaway. That was meant to be to you, but because of the pressure, it was counted as incomplete. Come on, Snoop, get open.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
He was coming way too quickly.
I had no chance.
Okay, I'm going to be Olsen. Just watch.
Yeah, just get open.
Oh, I'm open. Oh, no, you're not quite.
There you are. Why was there no one open on that play?
Oh, dear. Right.
Okay.
Maybe I need to go underneath. Where am I going? Ooh.
Right, okay.
Okay, this might be a blitz, so I'm going to just watch it.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
I'm just going to sit here.
Go.
No!
Catch it.
No! How did he not catch it? No! I think anyone should be able to be any number because most people will want their position numbers anyway, so there's not many people who want different ones. Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like there being position numbers, to be fair.
I've always thought that it should be even simpler because you're not going to have more than 10 people in a position. So why don't you have your quarterbacks 1 to 10, your running backs and your wide receivers kind of 10 to 20.
Yeah.
Kind of your tight ends maybe 20 to 30, your O-linemen 30 to 40, and then all kind of... Right, we're going to do a...
Should we play? Yeah, let's play against each other.
If Cam was a wide receiver. Or Brady, remember that drop? No, I would never forget that drop.
I love that so much, honestly.
It was just such a moment of, I want to do what this other person's done, and he couldn't, and it was...
Yeah.
It was quite satisfying, I'm not going to lie.
It really was. I really enjoyed it, personally.
Okay. Chat, what should our teams be?
And make it good.
Make it good.
Right, let's accept the invitation first, so we actually get to choose a team. Okay, the nosebleed is stopping, so...
That's a good sign. Titans Seahawks, I like that.
Ooh.
Who's you want to be?
Let's have a look. What does the Seahawks look like?
Ooh, Titans have a good team in this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you go Titans, I'll go Seahawks. Cool. Oh, you're not prepared. You're not... Oh, I forgot to do uniform.
Oh, yeah. What uniform? What uniform you got?
You're joke. You're... Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's good to me. Let's do it.
Do you know me if you think I'm not going to go Seahawks Colour Rush?
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, you are not prepared for this.
I don't want to know what you have prepared.
I'm usering Bobby Wagner.
Oh yeah, fair. Oh yeah, that's scary. Pump fake to Derrick Henry. Yes, it's going to happen.
Oh,
I love that. Right, do you want to go through your mock draft? Let's start.
Okay, yeah. Right, so number one, consensus pick. I think 1 and 2 are pretty locked at the moment. Mm-hmm. You've got Trevor Lawrence going to the Jags.
Yeah.
And then you've got Zach Wilson to the Jets.
Yeah.
I think that's a lock, to be honest. Personal opinion.
It should be, yeah, basically. I think they answer the quarterback needs of both teams. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially since the Jets have traded away Darnold, which I think was good value for both sides, actually.
Yeah, and it makes pretty clear their intentions as well. There's no point kind of beating around the bush with it. They kind of...
Yeah.
They know what they're doing now. It's... Yeah.
Yeah. At 3, I think it could have gone one of two ways. Personally, I have Justin Fields at 3, but I think it could have gone to the 49ers, yeah. I think it could have gone Trey Lance.
See, I'm of the personal opinion, we talked a little bit about this before the stream, interested to know what chat thinks. I think Justin Fields is probably my number 3 QB. That was a really interesting throw. I think Justin Fields is my number 3 QB, but I don't think he's good enough to go number 3 overall. It does seem as though the 49ers have traded there to get the 3rd QB.
Yes. I personally think he'll be fine. I think there's value there for him at 3.
Why did I throw that? That's why. Oh, dang it. I don't know.
I think there's value there at 3 because just kind of a few weeks ago we were thinking, who's going to be your number 2 overall? Is it going to be Justin Fields?
Yeah.
That's personally why I'm not too fussed with Justin Fields being 3.
Fair enough.
I
still thought 2 was too high for Justin Fields. Like, I was not having that.
I think 2 is a little too high, but I saw why. Sorry, I need to change my running backs. I have CJ Procise as my number 1 back.
And this is the other reason, actually. I agree with Matt. Number 3 is too high for a QB because they have Jimmy G. Like, I appreciate that they're not all in on Jimmy G, and I appreciate that they might want a younger guy for the future. But that's why I thought 12 was good, because if a quarterback falls to them at 12, great for the 49ers.
This is where I don't think a quarterback falls to them at 12.
But that's what I'm saying, is that in the draft process, they keep an eye on all the quarterbacks. They go, if one of these guys falls to us at 12, we'll take it. But exactly, it would be smart. I think it's smart to draft someone like Penei Sewell at number 3. Let's have a look at my mocks. I'd potentially, if I'm the 49ers, I'd potentially take one of the higher pass catchers as well. Maybe a Kyle Pitts or a Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Or if
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. Sorry.
I hadn't.
Or if I was
close.
I mean, I could go through all of the players that they could draft instead. But that's my main thing. I personally don't understand why the 49ers have gone up to 3rd if they're picking QB.
Yes.
If they're picking, because if they've gone to 3rd to pick best player available that's not a QB, because it's kind of obvious that the other 2 teams are going QB, then I completely understand that. Because they, like you said, they can go get a Penei Sewell, they can get Patrick.
I'm good to go.
Cool. You can get Patrick Surtain, maybe if you want defensive. You could get, like I say, Jamar Chase or Kyle Pitts.
Patrick Surtain at 3 doesn't make sense.
No, I agree, but I'm just, for example.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, I think, and lots of people are saying Mac Jones. And so while we're talking about QBs, I think Trevor Lawrence is definitely the number 1, quite clearly.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson, you want to look at BYU's season on YouTube. Really great season. He played well.
Yeah.
Exciting.
He played incredibly well.
Yeah. Justin Fields has had some issues, but at the same time was electric this season.
I mean, what QB hasn't had issues? The only one who hasn't really had any issues has been Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hello.
Oh, no. Dang it. And then I think Trey Lance is going to be really interesting to watch his next pro day, because he can obviously run the ball. He's a fantastic athlete. Be really interesting to see how well he can throw it.
So Trey Lance and Justin Fields will both have an extra pro day.
Okay. Oh!
How?
What a pick! This is the week I win. Right.
The week I'm ill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so both of them will have pro days, in which they will do some Kyle Shanahan specials. So essentially, the 49ers have been incredibly open in saying, we're going to basically pit these 2 QBs against each other.
Yeah. Oh, Tannehill, run, Tannehill, run!
Make the throw. I will catch.
Let's go with that instead.
Yeah. So that's kind of personal QB opinion with those two, anyways.
Mac Jones has been difficult to evaluate, and I think we might get more of a sense of Mac Jones over the coming days. Oh my goodness, what's this? Oh my goodness! How on earth did that get picked off? That's just crazy. Oh my
Usering Bobby Wagner is how that happens.
Mac Jones has been difficult to evaluate because yes, he's a great QB, but he was also on the Crimson Tide, as in the team that went kind of entirely undefeated the entire season. So
as in one of the best college teams we'll see in a long time.
Yeah,
he's got talent,
and he had a Heisman winning receiver. So it's
and a receiver who is likely, I think, is going to be Oh no!
Yes.
He's got a receiver who I think will be drafted over the Heisman winning receiver.
Which is weird, it's a great question, Matt. I agree. I don't quite fully understand why these other two are above him. To be fair, I did a bit of research on. I was going to say the main one is size. He's a lot smaller than the other two.
He's a lot smaller.
I think the second reason.
So I think he's 175.
Yeah, something like that.
The average receiver in the NFL is kind of. The average receiver is kind of 190.
Yeah. The second reason is probably speed. So Jalen Waddle is known for how quick he is.
So Jalen Waddle is kind of almost Tyreek Hill 2.0.
Yeah. So and people love speed in the NFL because it creates
speed kills.
Speed kills. It's kind of
creates mismatches.
And if you can stretch kind of a lot of the time that's the difference between the good teams and the bad teams, which teams can stretch the field vertically as well as horizontally.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have to just be through speed. If you've got someone like Julio Jones who's massive and has great hands,
Kenny Golladay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's kind of
someone get open.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're not going to beat their guy with speed. They're still going to catch the ball.
Yeah. I do not like this playbook.
So that's
probably hits.
No.
Oh no! No!
Yes, get it!
Pick it up!
No, get him! Get him! No, stop him!
No. I do not like this playbook.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
Okay,
all right.
And also, Jamar Chase, I didn't realise, took a year out this year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of... He came up in the draft conversation, but after kind of no one hearing about him this year because he took a year out.
But he was incredible.
Yeah, he was. I understand it all, but I agree. I think Waddle coming off a Heisman season, I don't understand why teams are suddenly rating him so low. But I say so low. It's still really high.
It's size.
Yeah. And also, something I was thinking about, think about last year, we were kind of talking about whether, I say us, kind of draft experts, were talking about whether CD Lamb or Jerry Jeudy goes number one, or kind of first receiver. And it was Henry Ruggs, who was known for his speed. That's kind of... teams will go for what they want best, and I think that's... Well, I'm interested if Sam keeps going, we'll find out where he's put them and why.
Yeah. Number 4, Falcons don't pick a QB here, and they go best player available, and that is Kyle Pitts.
Yes. Good choice. I'm a Florida fan, so it kind of like I love Kyle Pitts. Watch Kyle Pitts highlights. He's whilst we're talking about wide receivers, I would say Kyle Pitts. I would take Kyle Pitts over any of those receivers.
Same.
Personally.
He is best non-QB in the draft.
Yeah, I would say he's potentially, on skill alone, best player in the draft. Actually...
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kyle Pitts at 4.
And like, if you think about that Atlanta offense, and so fun statistic, guess which? And it's kind of an obvious answer now. Which QB has had the most completions, or led the NFL in completions for the last 10 years?
Is it not? It's going to be Matt Ryan, but
it's Matt Ryan. Yeah, and it's Matt Ryan, and they love to pass there. And can you imagine? And hopefully they'll get Julio Jones healthy this year. But you saw the rise of Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. You've got kind of Russell Gage as your third. Add in, you've had what's his name? Who was that? Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst was their tight end this year.
Austin Hooper they had but let go.
And then you add in you add Kyle Pitts into that.
Yeah,
that's a really
that's going to be dangerous. Yeah.
And then I would fully expect that. Oh gosh, that was. Oh dear. Let's ignore that. Teams always make the mistake of judging based off size, e.g. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's my opinion on what's his name as well.
Devonta Smith. The problem is when it comes to receivers, if you don't have the breakaway speed, what are you bringing to the table if you're not sizable?
But I think he does. Like, that's the thing about in college. Yes, college guys are going to be kind of naturally slightly smaller. You're going to go up against a different. You're going to have a kind of you're going to have a different caliber of player as well. But some of the catches he made against kind of bigger guys and quicker guys, it was something else.
Yeah. I think he'll be good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Kyle Pitts to the Falcons, I agree, makes complete sense. I don't think they've had O-line trouble. If they have, I potentially go best tackle there instead, but...
I think Kyle Pitts is the better pick than Penei Sewell.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's really scary.
And then at 5, Bengals pick Penei Sewell.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Protect your man.
Protect Joe Burrow. They got another tackle, didn't they, in the draft? I want to not draft in free agency even.
They might have done, yeah.
Let me have a look. I've got their rosters up here.
Brilliant.
Bengals.
I'm not entirely paying attention.
They've got Jonah Williams. Riley Reif is who they picked up.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is okay. It's not. Actually, I don't
He's
mind.
All right.
I don't mind Riley.
He's not bad. But Penei Sewell will be your. Oh, come on. Penei Sewell will be the starting tackle for years to come.
Yeah. Hayden Hurst is the Falcons' current tight end. He had a decent season.
He's decent. He's not bad.
He's not bad. I think he was tight end number 2 at the Ravens, and I think Kyle Pitts will come in and be number 1, and he'll go back to number 2. But he did really well at number 2 at the Ravens as well. So, that was a dodgy one.
Yeah, I do not like this playbook. This playbook is the worst.
So I can. Yeah, that at the moment makes sense for all teams as well. I think actually your draft, I think all the teams would be really happy with that. Pick that off for me.
Come on.
This is just like Russell Wilson in real life. No.
At 6, Dolphins, who have traded back, managed to get Jamar Chase anyways. So,
if I was Hurst and they drafted Pitts, I wouldn't be happy. No, I agree, but he just joined them last year, so he doesn't get much of a choice, sadly. Are you blitzing me?
Maybe.
Okay. That's fine.
As in, no, I'm not.
I shall just run around it. Oh. Not very
as
far.
In, I press cover. As in, I press cover to make it appear as though I was.
Ah, well played. Yeah, getting Jamar Chase at 6, trading back 3 places, and getting so many picks out of it is a genius move by the Dolphins. Right? Yeah, I think that because they need that number 1 pass catcher, and they need. I can see in this circumstance why, Chase goes above the other guys because
Jamar Chase he is the most complete wide receiver in this draft.
He's also big-bodied, and you've already got Devontae Parker, but you want more guys like Ooh.
Why didn't I read that one?
I think that's the thing is because you've got Devontae Parker, who's already your big number one receiver.
Yeah.
Who's not particularly talented though. By talented, I mean he's your prototype number one receiver, but he doesn't have the same production and talent as other number one receivers.
He could, but he doesn't.
Yeah. So the Dolphins might prefer getting someone like Waddle or Smith to fit in kind of for a speedier number 2 option. But if if you're at 6 and you've got Chase available, you get Chase to be your number 1 guy, and then Parker fits into a slightly bigger number 2 guy.
I read that. Come on. So here's where it gets interesting, because I predict a trade.
Trade alert!
And I think Patriots trade up to 7.
Patriots trade up to 7, Matt. Who are they picking? I want to see. Oh dear. Looks like stupid from Niners rather than smart from the Dolphins. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's also smart from the Dolphins because there were 3 teams involved in this trade. So kind of, they didn't just go back to
12. Eagles are at 12, so they went back to 12 and then came out to and then came back up to 6.
Yeah. So it's partially smart from the Dolphins, but also yes, I agree. Niners going up to 3 to me doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, that was... Oh!
How? I covered that. But
Dolphins,
yeah, so...
Yeah, Young gives Tua some weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tua needs his weapons.
Yeah.
And then Patriots trade with the Lions for future 3rd and some 4th and 5ths this year, something like that. Either way, Patriots trade up to 7. I have them picking Mac Jones.
Mac Jones at 7?
Yeah.
I think Mac Jones should go to the Patriots. I think he's a Tom Brady, almost a Tom Brady clone, but with actually who's potentially played better.
Yeah.
Played better than Brady at college.
So he's better than Brady coming out at college. And I think either way, the Patriots are going to trade into the top 10. No matter what happens, I think they're going to trade into the top 10 and they're going to pick a QB. And I see that being Mac Jones.
I think that makes sense. You've still got a really solid O-line. I wonder if... Yeah, I agree with Matt. It potentially comes a little bit later, but I guess you wonder what other teams are doing. Because if other teams go quarterback, then you're like, oh, actually, maybe I need to go a bit sooner.
The only... reason I've predicted this trade is because the Lions don't have any value at 7. They can get the same player at 15 that they can get at 7. So I see the Lions looking to trade back.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't see any of the other teams looking to trade back.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so Mac Jones at 7. It does seem early, but I don't think they'll pick up Trey Lance.
No, I think Mac
Jones the only other QB I've put at that.
Yeah, I think Mac Jones just sort of fits into that system really nicely. Ooh.
Hey, that was definitely pass interference.
He hadn't thrown it yet. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And then Panthers, who will have a rough draft, because they don't have very many picks. At 8, Rashawn Slater, tackle.
Yep. Yes, Evans! I'm in his head. Oh.
Yeah, Rashawn Slater at 8. I'm being distracted by having to read out my draft.
I knew it.
And then playing with this awful playbook.
Slater at... So you
8.
said, yes, Slater at 8.
Panthers need to protect their QBs.
Multiple.
Yeah. Whoever it is, they need to protect them.
Yeah.
And get better blocking for McCaffrey.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I'm trying to think of any other position that the Panthers would go. They didn't have a great run defense again, so
they might go corner,
but I don't think they would go corner. I think their secondary was okay. It wasn't amazing, but they've got a young secondary who is clearly learning.
I think they either go tackle or corner. Personally.
Yeah, because I think it's too early to go D tackle, and I wouldn't trade down for D tackle.
Yeah, no.
I don't think there are enough defensive tackles or edge guys in this draft to warrant going. Yeah, I want to go.
Intercept that! Come on, what?
I wouldn't be mad at getting Lance. Lance is another good pick. Yeah, I think
Lance goes at 9 for me.
To be fair, this would be an amazing play from Belichick if he's kind of picked Cam up for a couple of years to understand how to play with Lance and then draft Lance.
Yeah.
that would be crazy good from Belichick. And to be fair, like picking up a couple of tight ends, I think a big reason of that was to prepare for some running. Whoever that's from.
Yeah.
I literally can't name anyone except Trevor Lawrence. I'm very out of my depth. That's fair enough. I feel it's been a difficult month for us with work and illness and stuff. I think maybe next year or another time we'll try and do more draft analysis and help people who haven't heard of the draft before and kind of try and go in depth a little bit more.
I think my next step, if illness and work allows, is I'm going to try and create a list of positions and players by positions.
Yeah.
So we can go. There's a couple of things on the NFL site about the positional groups and how strong each one is in this draft.
Yeah.
So I might go through that at some point.
Yeah. Yes, we do talk about Penei Sewell a lot. I do. He's good. He's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah, next step. Yeah, we do need to buy an NFL team, Sam. That needs to happen.
We should totally buy an NFL team.
We should totally buy an NFL team.
Moving on. Anyways, number 9.
Draft is the 30th of April, and it's very late, but if we're up for it, we might stay up and do a draft special.
I'm staying up for it. You're bringing pressure. Okay.
I am. Get ready. Get in there. No! Like I just fell over. Sorry. What number's next?
9.
9. Broncos.
Trey
Lance, great choice. Yeah. Broncos have got to get QB to...
Own up to your mistakes.
I don't even think... Get over there. Great catch.
Come on.
It depends how long it will be. It goes on, but I'll be there for the first round. Yeah, I haven't decided whether...
It's only the first round on the first day.
Yeah. So it starts at like midnight or 1 o'clock, so we'll see. But what a block!
What a block! Okay,
do you reckon Washington trade for Lance?
No.
No.
I actually have Washington. Let me find them. I have them picking up Kellen Mond late in this, or I have them picking him up in the 3rd. So he's kind of the next best QB from the 4 or 5.
You're putting Kellen Mond over Trask?
Yeah, I'm putting Trask way down, actually.
Interesting, okay.
Personally, I haven't... Or on these draft boards as well, he's not very high up at all.
Interesting.
I put Kellen Mond over him. Washington could trade for Lance, but I personally don't see it happening.
Washington have paid Fitzpatrick and other guy.
Taylor Heineke.
And I think Ron Rivera said openly... Sorry, maybe Ron Rivera having drafted Cam and Fitzpatrick would be again, but... Yeah, Rivera said openly this year that he should have done more QB competition in the off season, and he said that Fitzpatrick is his starter for now. So I fully what a throw! Oh,
yes.
So I fully expect him to continue that competition to test out Heineke. I wouldn't be surprised again if they do draft a rookie behind that, someone like Mond rather than Lance.
Yeah, if they're going to pick a QB, I see it in 3rd round.
Oh, great!
I don't see it being an early pick
because they've got those two. Because Fitzpatrick's a great kind of like say either a mentor or veteran starter.
Yeah.
You want to test out whether Heineke's your guy or not. If Heineke's not your guy, you've got Fitzpatrick for the time being, but then you want to go draft somewhere else potentially.
Yeah.
You overshot that slightly. Oh,
I did.
We'll take it. Actually, let's take a
right. At 10, yeah, Broncos have to admit that they've made the mistake,
or at least have a QB competition. Just
yeah.
Okay,
How did he not fumble that? Okay, Cowboys 10. At 10. Cornerback. Patrick Surtain second.
Yeah.
Is my best cornerback.
Yeah. I completely agree.
They really missed Byron Jones.
Poor. Doesn't matter.
How does he catch that?
Corey Davis.
That's Corey Davis. How does he catch that?
Oh, that was great. Why did I pass to that guy? Why did I pass to that guy? The other guy was wide open.
Corey Davis is not that athletic.
We'll take it. Yeah, okay. Patrick Surtain, I agree, is number 1 cornerback in this draft.
Yes.
I think J.C. Horn is a wild card. I wasn't expecting him to be kind of as good as he is and kind of get as high as he is, but I still think, like say, Patrick Surtain.
J.C. Horn's good as well, but Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Can't have a game without a fake. Exactly.
11 for me for the Giants. They have the potential of picking a corner. J.C. Horn's available. Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle, is available. But I have them making an interesting pick.
Mm. Oh, that's a late hit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have them picking Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree.
Wide receiver. And here's my reason. He is quick. They've just got Kenny Golladay, who's one of the best possession receivers in the league. Mm-hmm. Pair him up with someone who can stretch the field, and you'll create so many mismatches.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Oh, look at that O-line.
Well, in Casey.
Look how porous that O-line is.
Yeah. I completely agree as well, because their defense has not been bad. Like the Giants have, I think, enough solidity at defense to take that risk and to add more weapons.
Yeah. And I think that's exactly what Daniel Jones needs.
Yeah.
Because he needs those weapons.
And the thing is, and also you look at last year, Colt McCoy did well with that offense.
Yeah.
And so just adding more weapons cannot be a bad thing. Also, this is the benefit of adding...
Saquon Barkley comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And also the benefit of adding weapons rather than a quarterback is that if you do decide to change your quarterback, your weapons are still there. So, I completely agree. I think that I think it makes the most logical sense if he's there and if if the rest of the draft goes the way you've done it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
But yeah, no, I think it's a really good pick actually for them.
Yeah.
Stretch the field with Waddle, and then Kenny Golladay creates so many mismatches himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was wide open.
Oh, he has no speed.
If Giants do this, and Waddle doesn't flop, Giants nailed on to win the division. I wouldn't say nailed on, but I agree that it makes them competitive.
Yes.
If Daniel Jones can sort of get that offense together, including some new weapons, and their defense continues to develop, I completely... okay. I completely agree that they start to become competitive. Washington's defense is still clearly the most talented unit in that division.
It's a really solid defense.
So, but if Jones gets some anti-trip boots, they're guaranteed a Super Bowl. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Now, I think I know what you've gone for number 12, and it falls really nicely for the Eagles.
It does, and the Eagles make up for years of drafting the worst wide receiver available.
Yes.
Yeah. I made the complete wrong.
So you're going for... I think you're going for Devonta Smith.
Yes. It's the best option for the Eagles.
Yeah. And I think they'll be quite happy with that. I think they'll... Because I think at 12 even...
Also, you're not bringing in blitz.
Maybe. Oh, I'm marking
no blitz.
Ah, dang it. Because I think actually with the way you've done it... Oh, I'm not ready for this. I think the Eagles can afford to take next best player. Or best player available even.
Yeah.
Whatever the position, whatever the...
Yeah, because they can pick Devonta Smith, they can pick JC Horn, they can pick Christian Darrisaw at this point. All positions of need. But they make up for not drafting so many better receivers.
Yeah.
By getting Devonta Smith.
Well done. Yeah. And I think they'll be really happy to take that. He's a fantastic all-round receiver.
Yeah. Just needs to put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, he will get completely...
What? Oh, come on!
Otherwise, he will be really, really injured if he doesn't.
Yeah, and also he'll get pushed around at the line of scrimmage, which stops him being able to use any other tools to his advantage.
Yeah.
And draft Dwayne Johnson. To be fair, that would also be an upgrade for the Eagles. Drafting the Rock.
Now,
do you think the Eagles could trade up one to the Giants so they could get Waddle instead? I don't think there is I don't think there's enough in it for either team.
No.
I think the Giants, because the Eagles would have to give up quite a bit, and I don't think Waddle gives them enough over Smith to be
personally, Waddle is the better fit for the Giants as well.
Yeah, and I just don't... I think... Yeah, I don't think the Giants want Waddle, because I think they've got Sterling Shepard who sort of fits...
Smith, you mean?
Smith, sorry. Because I think Sterling Shepard sort of fits the model. They want him there. That was pathetic. Right.
I nearly messed that up.
So I think...
But personally, Jalen Waddle is the better fit for the Giants.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Who do you think the Chargers pick here at 13?
So I'm looking at a couple of mock drafts online at the moment. Chargers pick Darrisaw or JC Horn. And I have to say... Go on.
No, you go.
I think they're your next best two options, potentially.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to say... This. Hang on, let me have a look at the Chargers roster.
One of my bigger things here was why didn't Justin Herbert win more games?
Interesting. I'm just going to have a quick look at D-tackle because I thought they brought someone in. They did, so I'm going to go JC Horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't they win more games? Because the defense.
They just let Hayward walk, so I reckon Horn. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Casey Hayward.
Yeah. And I remembered that they brought in. So Darrisaw's a D-tackle, and I remembered that they brought in Linval Joseph this off-season. And
they get a bunch of players back as well from injury.
Yeah.
That
D-line
looks James
scary.
Comes back. It's gonna. Yeah. I think they just need to improve the secondary.
Yeah, I completely agree. They've got decent safeties.
Yeah.
Chris Harris Jr. is an okay fill-in veteran cornerback, but you need more depth at your cornerback anyway. So
yeah, and you need to get younger as well.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
JC Horn's a perfect fit there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now this is an easy pick for the Vikings at 14.
Yep, Darrisaw.
Yeah. Next best O lineman.
Yeah.
They need O-linemen.
Yeah.
They absolutely need an O-lineman. And he's an offensive tackle. They just lost Riley Reef, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were poor, and they were poor, like... what's his name? Cook had a really good season, despite their O-line, but...
Yeah.
Still needs to be improved.
Yes.
Jalen Phillips. Yes.
Jalen Phillips.
That's quite. I would say that's a bit of a stretch. I would put Jalen.
I have him going in the second round.
I would say Jalen Phillips is either the top D end or the second D end, but I still don't know if you would pick him that early.
Aziz Ojulari, Kwity Paye, Joseph Asai, Jason Owe, Gregory Rizzo, all personally drafted before Jalen Phillips. Ooh, I meant to actually take a play.
Whoops. Yeah, I think it's too early. I can see the Vikings taking best defensive end, but I would argue I was going to say O-tackle. I think is the bigger need in that position.
Yeah. Oh,
he dropped it.
He caught that.
They might trade down. I can see the Vikings trading down because they don't have a lot of picks.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for them because they don't have very many picks. 15.
Well, I'm looking. Falcons.
Lions.
Yeah.
I've got because they traded down with the Patriots.
Yes.
At 15, I have Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Should be top 10. Drops down because of positional needs.
Yep.
Lions managed to get incredible value for a player there at 15.
And they potentially would have picked him at 7.
Yeah, so... I think they pick him at 7 anyways, which is why it's partially why I made this trade, because I was thinking who's going to be available.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bronco 11111111 for following us. Love the name. Succinct. What do you think of our Bronco? Who did you have for the Broncos, Sam? I'm trying to remember now. Trey Lance. Would you want Trey Lance as your quarterback? I'm really intrigued to see his second pro day. I think
same. Justin Fields as well.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good. Ooh, this is an interesting play, and I wasn't sure who I was going to throw it to. Oh, not quite. But yeah, so the mock drafts I'm looking at on kind of NFL.com as well. Pretty much, I say the one I have that has the Lions trading back. They trade all the way back to 16, and actually still and they're saying there whoever they get there, it still might be the player they would have picked at 7. What a run, Lewis!
Oh, come on! How is he not that quick? Come on. At 16, I have the Cardinals picking.
Yeah. No,
I'm picking Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa.
Yes, they've just let go of Hassan Reddick.
Yeah.
I can see linebacker being a need. Yes, go on, Tannehill.
I knew that was a QB draw. I was about to say this is a QB draw.
Between him and Farley. Yes, I can see the Cardinals going cornerback. I think Cardinals.
Caleb Farley going down at 26.
I think again Cardinals at 16 are potentially best player available.
Yeah.
Because actually the Cardinals are relatively okay across the board, but just needs to increase in talent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense to me. Raiders at 17.
Raiders need to just get better across the board because they're going to really struggle.
Nope. Get him. Oh.
So, guess what position I've gone?
I'm looking at my mock drafts here, and let's have a look. What have they gone for? They've both gone defense. I would probably go defense. I would probably go cornerback like they have as well. Knock that out. No! What a catch.
80 overall DK Metcalf.
I would go Greg Newsome, I think, like this mock draft has.
I go D tackle.
Interesting.
Christian Barmore.
It's really confusing to me.
Oh, you're kidding me. What?
It's really confusing to me that there's Christian Darrisaw and Christian Barmore, who was an offensive tackle and a D tackle. I keep getting them mixed up. Yes, that makes sense to me. That does make sense to me.
Yeah.
I think Raiders just go defense for me. Go on, Henry. Oh.
Yeah, Raiders go defense. Personally.
I agree, Matt. They might go tackle. But I don't see them go running back. So
I have them picking a tackle later on.
I think Josh Jacobs is good enough for the time being. He might need to show some more progression, but well read. I thought he'd picked that off for a second.
I thought I picked that off. What happened there?
I got in the way of it. Yeah, go on. So, Dolphins have a second pick at 18.
Well, guess who they pick up?
Oh. I'm so confused. Najee Harris. See, I think that's way too early for the running. You have Najee Harris?
I have Najee Harris.
Well, okay. I think that's too early for the...
you may think it's too early, but it's the Dolphins. They need a running back.
That's true.
Najee Harris is an incredibly good running back.
That's true.
I think he'll do well.
Yes. Go on. Yes! First down!
Come on.
Tua does need weapons. Yeah, I can understand it. I think
they need running back.
To be fair, I can't see what else they would do.
Yeah.
He's B-Tech McCaffrey. Yeah, he's got a similar sort of strong running style, hasn't he?
He's more of a Derrick Henry than a McCaffrey.
Yes. I'm trying to remember Najee Harris is running now.
Tough. He's a really physical runner. Come on, fumble. There's a reason I was looking forward to playing as Bobby Wagner, and it's for that.
I was going to say he is quite versatile, though.
Yeah, and he can catch passes as well.
Yeah.
So
I think that's fair
be a
enough.
really good weapon.
Yeah. Washington football team.
You go O-line here.
Yeah, agreed.
I've got Elijah Vera Tucker. Next best O-lineman, essentially, for a little while.
Yeah. That's still quite early.
For O-line?
Yeah, I don't know if there's if the Washington would get most value out of a running back there. Out of an O-lineman. But I don't know
who else they pick up.
No, I agree. You could potentially trade down as Washington if someone else wanted.
Yeah.
Maybe if the Dolphins don't take Harris, I can see someone trading to there to get Harris.
Yes.
Potentially. So I've seen Kadarius Toney on this mock draft at 20.
He's not going to go. No, he's never going to go there.
No, I don't know. People are hotting up on him. I can see someone going into 19 to pick him.
Rashad Bateman, Terrence Marshall Jr., potentially Elijah Moore, all players I would potentially put over Kadarius Toney.
Fair enough. You've got Rondale Moore there as well.
Yeah, you've got Rondale Moore.
Jalen Mayfield, I think I've got him somewhere on my list as well. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I have Bears picking edge.
Yes, I agree. Good sack.
And I think Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah.
Best edge rusher available.
What college?
Georgia.
Okay. No way is that a fumble. No way.
Pick that up.
No!
Pick that up. Pick that up.
Dang it.
21, yeah. I have Colts trading down.
Okay.
I have Packers trading up, essentially, from 29 to 21.
Yeah.
So then pick up Greg Newsome the second.
Makes complete sense to me, yeah.
Yeah. What?
Ooh.
How's he not?
Yeah, that makes complete sense to me, yeah.
We need corner help. Greg Newsome the second is a sort of Jair Alexander prototype.
And you want to move ahead of the Tennessee Titans because Titans.
And we want to go ahead of the Titans, ahead of Browns, ahead of the Steelers, a whole bunch of teams there
that might pick corner.
That will pick corner if it's there.
Yeah.
Make the block.
Oh!
Excuse me.
Hi, Kat. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the pub. I went into town today to look at Lego. That's what I did.
I got a haircut.
Oh, well done. My hairdresser's booked for like 2 weeks.
Oh no, I just walked in. They're not booked.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a haircut. It's getting bad. Go on, get in front of that. Get in front of him. Get in front of him. Get in front of it. Dang it.
But yeah, 22 Titans.
Yeah.
Who do they pick?
Tori got to go book shopping. She was very happy. We also went to a new bagel place in Worcester. It's fantastic.
Ooh, nice.
Sorry. I like this mock draft saying the Titans take edge because there's a little bit of worry. I think there is a little bit of worry with the Titans and edge at the moment. So
I can see that. However, I have taken wide receiver.
Yes, that's much better.
And I go Rashad Bateman.
Bateman?
Yeah.
Over Rondale Moore?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Rondale Moore quite far down, actually.
Okay.
Because he's 5'7".
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but have you seen his vertical?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. However, he's more undersized than Devonta Smith.
Okay.
And not skillful enough to... Yeah, personally, he'll be a great returnman.
Yeah, what about Marshall Jr.?
Marshall Jr., I think will do well. I've got him down at 38 in the second round.
Yeah, I would go low. I would go lower first than 22 for Terrence Marshall, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Jets. Jets, again, best player available. Like... Ooh. No way does that get picked off. Yeah.
So guess who I've gone best player. Well, sort of best player.
I'm having a look at this mock draft now. Having a look. Could have Caleb Farley. Could have Greg Rousseau. Landon Dickerson.
Nope.
Go on.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, what a map. Yeah, that's a pick for me. Oh. Who's going to get number 1 pick on fantasy? As in, who's going to be the best fantasy player next year, or in our fantasy league, who's going to get number 1? Because I think it's random. Yeah, Jets at ETN doing the same thing. Same thing as the Dolphins.
Yeah. If you think who's their other.
I was going to have a guy. Oh, he's still standing. What on earth is happening? Oh my goodness! No! Why did you stand still? Why did you stand still?
I saw that coming. My player was just like running behind.
I couldn't believe he was still standing. Oh.
This is a problem with Madden, is that the players do stand still. It's the same thing in the NCAA.
Ooh, get back. Dang it. Yeah, I think Etienne and Gore, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel sorry for running backs in the last few drafts. They've always gone really late.
Yeah.
But I look at Harris and Etienne, and I think
wrong read.
I think they're really solid first round talent. I just don't know if people pick them because people like to wait on running backs.
Right read.
Oh
no! Come on!
What a knockout! Steelers. What do Steelers need?
Think about who they lost this year.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Who did they lose?
Bud Dupree.
Yeah, I was just about to say Edge. Oh yeah, wait. Bud Dupree went to the Titans. Titans will be fine without Edge. Yeah, Steelers at Edge. Yeah, that makes more.
Quitty Pay.
Yeah, good pick.
Personally, next best edge on the board. And now we get to the Jaguars. I've got a good argument for edge at 25, which I don't disagree. I think there's a good argument to go tackle at 25 as well. Safety here as well. Of all the players suggested, no safety has been taken yet. So the number one safety at 25, considering our secondary needs help, that feels potentially the biggest upgrade for me. For me, the first safety. For me, you get the top safety in your next pick.
Yes, I can see that. I can see that going that way as well. Yeah.
So here I have Samuel Cosme.
Yeah, that feels sensible to me as well. Yeah. I think the Jaguars. Yeah, the Jaguars O-line is going to go through some change over the next few years. Yeah. And I think that makes sense with us tagging Cam as well. That was a bizarre play, but we'll take it.
Why didn't I get that? So I think you take tackle here, and the safety will be available still for you.
Yeah, I can see that happening
in the second round.
I can see that. I can definitely see that happening.
Browns wondering how did this player drop to us? Caleb Farley at 26.
Gosh, yeah. I was looking at kind of people picking edge for the Browns. I'm like, no, that's one of their that's one of their best positions.
You go Browns. If you're going D line, you go inside line.
Yeah. New England draft a new Edelman. If they stay if the Patriots for whatever reason decide not to trade, then yes, I can see them going wide receiver at 15.
Yeah.
Not 15. Yes, 15.
Yes. 15.
I can see them going wide receiver at 15. But I have a feeling you missed it where we were saying earlier that Patriots probably trade up to, what did you say, 7 was it?
7.
To pick.
I think that's the most logical one.
Whoa, what was that? Whoa, where did that go? Oh dear.
I think 7's probably the most logical. Panthers, Broncos aren't going to want to trade down. Lions might.
Yeah.
So that's what I see.
Yeah.
Ravens at 27. Thoughts?
Where's their next? Do they have an? Where's their next pick? Is it just second round, late second?
58.
I'd potentially wait until 58 to get wide receiver.
Same.
So I would go defensive help because you've lost a bunch of pass rushers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Rizzo.
Ooh, I went Joseph Asai.
Okay.
But Rizzo at that point as well is fine. Jason Owe is also good. All edge rushers. Go on.
Ooh, not quite.
I have them picking Joseph Asai, but yeah, edge.
Yeah. Ravens need a whole O-line if you take out Jackson. Ravens O-line on the whole, as far as I'm aware, is okay. Let me have a look. Oh, it depends whether they keep Thingy or not.
Thingy?
Orlando Brown.
Oh, you completely missed that.
Oh, no, dang it! I say I missed it. I thought I would get to you before.
Yeah, it's Russell Wilson with Escape Artist.
Yeah, maybe not. Let's have a look at their O-line. They signed Zeitler this year as well, so
yeah. I think edge is the bigger need.
Diggs, sideline, touchdown.
When it was actually one of my tight ends.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them. It depends what happens with Orlando Brown. If they do manage to trade Orlando Brown, I can see them going tackle.
Yes.
But,
and if they do go tackle, they go Tevin Jenkins.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. That seems sensible to me.
Who, spoilers, I have going at 29 to the Colts.
Yes.
After Anthony Costanzo is retired.
Go on, fit in that gap. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 28 Saints, I have them going linebacker.
Yeah, I think they go defense, whatever the position. That was silly.
Yes. But yeah, I have them going Zaven Collins.
Yeah.
I really rate. And if the Packers don't pick corner, I want them to pick Zaven Collins.
I forget Colts and Broncos are teams because they're so mediocre. Yeah, it's true.
Colts are good.
Colts are going to be interesting this season.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
They could go. That was going to be my thing. I can see them going Asante Samuel Jr.
Saints.
Yeah.
Going corner.
Because they've had some corner trouble, as in with their corners. This is going to be an interesting one. Corey Davis. Unlucky.
Corey Davis is way too highly rated on this game. He should not be making those catches.
That was close. Let's go.
Secondary. This is give a little bit of a cushion. Defensive keys. This is a pass. Q screen pass or run.
No, dang it!
Yes.
Dang it! No!
Yes.
I can't lose again! Oh, dang it.
Okay, yeah, 29. Tevin Jenkins to the Colts.
Yeah.
Bills, what position?
With the fake throw. No! Dang it! Yes, that makes sense to me, yeah.
Well, where do you think the Bills go?
Where could Bills improve? Yeah, I was going to say O-line, Matt.
That is one. That's I haven't gone in that direction.
I could potentially see edge get a little bit more pressure.
I've gone edge.
Have you gone Phillips?
No, I say either Gregory Rousseau or Jason Owe.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. 31 Chiefs. I think it's safe to say O-line.
Yeah.
I've got them picking Creed Humphrey.
Yes, that's a good pick.
On the inside.
Yeah.
Because they've picked up a couple of outside, so I think they go inside. Pick up Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Also, and then at 32, I've got the Bucks going edge.
Interesting. Yeah.
Get younger at edge, I think, is the bigger thing. So I've got them picking Jason Owe or Gregory Rousseau. The Bills and Bucks, those two.
Bucks, but I've seen an argument for. I've seen an argument for quarterback from the Bucks as well, which.
Yeah, I don't think 32. There's going to be any quarterbacks available.
No, they could go wide receiver. I've got here just to bolster that, which would be crazy. Yeah,
I have them picking Diami Brown at 64, wide receiver.
Okay.
Who's got a little bit of that kind of Scott Miller sort of thing.
Yeah, they re-signed that. I think that's the thing is Bucks just go best player. Like they don't need to think about it too hard. Just best player.
Also, how did I win that game?
I don't know. Well, that was really, really nicely timed. Oh yeah, they could go more. Yeah, that's the thing, Matt. Is Sam? I think Sam, you were going to say that Jaguars pick him with the first of the second round.
Yes. So I have Trayvon Murray going 33.
Yeah. Sabby, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was really nicely timed.
I'm not going to go into the second round, but there's a whole bunch of more picks in there.
Well, that was really nicely timed for a kind of short mock draft on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
That's my first.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do next week is I will do my mock draft.
Ooh, okay.
And we'll potentially talk about a little bit more about players, maybe look into the second round. And
I've got a whole. The one I've done today is a whole 3-round.
Yeah, nice.
Pick,
so we'll
which does have some trades in there as well.
Yeah. We'll potentially see if we do a draft special on the 30th.
Yeah.
We'll see how long. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to this little short stream.
Yeah, thanks.
We will see you
nice
next
to get
week.
Back into it and everything.
Yeah. Not even 7 rounds. Yeah, come on, Sam.
Don't know anyone in the seventh round. It's just best player available.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming again. For a shorter stream, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.